Welcome back to the Fluke Luke Fishing YouTube channel, and in today's video, we're going through my 2024 rod and reel arsenal. I have a couple rods over here that I don't use very frequently, so I'm going to leave them out, but if you want to see me talk about these rods, just comment below. Let's see those rods, and then I'll do it. But now let's get into, I'm going to break it down to the rods, reels, and line that I use on each combo. So let's get into it. The first rod I'm going to talk about is my light topwater rod. So this is great for poppers. I really like to throw poppers on this. I like to throw all kinds of lighter topwaters on this. Light walking baits, but usually those are on my heavy topwater combo, but all light topwaters go on this. This is just a Googan Squad go-to rod, which is a 7-foot medium heavy fast. I have a 13 fishing Inception Sport Z on here, which is a great reel for this. If I can find the gear ratio, it's 7:3:1, which is great for light topwaters. You're not burning them in, but you're not barely reeling anything when you get them on. The reel is one of my favorite reels. It was one of my first bait casters, and it casts far, it doesn't backlash. So I really recommend that reel. And then this rod, haven't had any problems with it besides the handle chipping, so I just had to epoxy and paint over it. But that was the only problem I've ever had with this rod, and I love this rod. And it's great for throwing light topwaters and pretty much all lures this rod is great for. And then the braid I have on here, which I have braid on here, I have a Seaguar 30-pound braid, because monofilament is good for topwaters, especially the lighter ones, but monofilament stretches, so you don't get the same ability if I wanted to throw like a plopping style lure. Like really tiny whopper ploppers, I like braid better for. Any treble hooked topwaters other than a popper, usually I like braid for, so as an all-around, that combo is great. The next combo I'm going to talk about is one of my crankbaiting rods. This rod, I have a Abu Garcia Pro Max reel with 14-pound fluorocarbon. This is a Googan Squad reaction rod, which is a 7.2 medium moderate, which is great for all reaction baits, but I use it for square bills, deeper diving crankbaits. It's great for jerk baits, really, like heavy jerk baits. And then I also really enjoy using this rod for swim jigs. Swim jig fishing is a part where the rod matters more than a lot of people think it does, because you really have to rip that bait through the grass. And this rod is fantastic for swim jig fishing. And the Abu Garcia Pro Max, this reel is a really cheap reel, but it's really good. I think it's like 60, 70 bucks. But the brakes do great. The casting is phenomenal. It does not backlash a ton. And I have Seaguar fluorocarbon on here. 14, it might be 15 pound actually. But it's always nice to have fluorocarbon on any lures besides topwaters. So the next rod that I'm going to talk about, which is just a rod because I just move around the reels, is my muscle rod. I use my muscle rod for a lot of things, but mainly I use it for Alabama rigs. I'll use it for heavy, like flipping and pitching when I'll put on my braid reel. Alabama rigs, I'll probably use the lighter braid reel. Big swim baits I use this for, or medium-sized swim baits. I'll throw on some 20 on that Abu Garcia Pro Max, or I'll throw a 25, 30-pound fluorocarbon on one of my other reels and add it to this one. It's a 7.5 heavy extra fast, so it's great for all those things. Really good for topwater frogs, but the problem is I'm not the tallest individual, and you don't want your rod to hit the ground when you're working your topwater. The next rod I'm going to talk about is my spinning combo. My spinning combo, I use a Googan Squad finesse rod, which is a 7-foot medium fast, which 7-foot is great all around for spinning. This is pretty much my only spinning combo. I have a Googan Squad 2500 series reel on here, 12-pound drag, Casts so smooth as butter. Reel is super nice. The grip, they did a great job on. You can go direct braid on the spinning reel because it has braid grips. And that's what I do. I think this is 20-pound braid that I have on here. And then I go to a 8 to 10 to 12-pound fluorocarbon leader. Right now I have 10 because that's a good all-around leader line size. So I have 10. The reel, no problems with it. I've had it for a year now, and I have not seen a single problem with it. The rod, not much of a problem, but the top eyelet was coming out. But this rod, I have complete faith in it. Honestly, all the Guggen Squad rods are great material for $110. Some of the best rods I've used. The next rod is my all-around topwater rod. For the reel, I have an SLX DC with some Suffix braid. I believe this is 50 pounds and like a bright green because it kind of looks cool. This is a Guggen Squad go-to rod again. Like I said earlier, I don't want to slam my rod into the ground when I'm working a topwater because I'm not the tallest. So this is a perfect rod for it. The reel, one of the smoothest I've ever used. This rod you can use for everything, but topwater is what I enjoy using it the most for because of how versatile it is. It's one of the best rods and definitely one of the best reels. Now, on to my last two combos. This combo is my chatterbaits, lipless crankbaits, and some Texas rigs. I have a Daiwa Tatula Elite, I think. Really like this reel. And then for the rod, I have the Duckett Fishing Jacob Wheeler rod that is 7'2", medium heavy. Perfect for all the things I just listed. This is honestly one of the lightest, most balanced, nicest looking rods. It's the carbon fiber handles. It's really sleek. Really recommend this rod. Really recommend this reel. Cast like butter. It's so smooth. I love it. It is one of the best rods I have ever used. One of the best reels I have ever used. I have like 15-pound fluorocarbon on there. Great for lipless crankbaits and all that. I have not had a single problem with this rod. It caught me tons of fish. The rod helps cast a mile. The extra 2 inches from 7 foot to 7'2" really do make a difference. So I definitely would recommend this rod. I think it's $150, $160. Really not terrible. And then the reel is pretty nice. It has the TWS tubing system, so that flips up, making casting easier. It has backlash prevention technology, and overall it is a fantastic combo for bladed jigs, chatterbaits, lipless crankbaits, and some Texas rigs. This is my last and newest rod. It's a pretty hefty one. Let me just say that. It's a Guggen Squad Black Series rod, which is a 7'3", medium heavy fast. It's the go-to Black Series, 1/4 to 1 ounce. I have a Corrado K on here, which is a fantastic reel. 17-pound fluorocarbon. This is a 7'3", so it can cast really nice. The handles are the smoothest I've ever used. The rod is the lightest. Has really good sensitivity. It casts smoothly. The reel, super sleek and nice. The brake system, the tension knob, the drag star, the handles. I really like the hollow handles that these reels have. That these reels have. That was almost bad. That these reels have. Such a sleek rod and reel, and it's going to come in so much handy these next few months when we get back starting to fish again. Texas rigs. This is going to be my go-to. Like, I have each of these for individual things, but if I'm just wanting to take one rod and to throw anything besides topwater, it's going to be this combo. This combo can throw Texas rigs, jigs, bladed jigs, all of that stuff. And also forgot to say jigs. Jigs I also throw on this Jacob Wheeler rod. but jigs I'll mainly probably throw on this rod too. All of those things you can throw on this rod. And all these things you can throw on this reel. I'm super excited. This rod and reel is definitely by far going to be my favorite. It is the nicest combo I have. Love the reel, love the rod, love the combo. Again, I think I have 17 pound, maybe 15 pound fluorocarbon on here. Great all around. So, thanks for tuning in to the Fluke Luke Fishing YouTube channel. Our subscriber goal is 1,000 before the end of 2024. So help me hit that goal. See you guys in the next video.